What is up, guys? Happy Tuesday. I am back from vacation. I'm on my way to head over to my classes in Mount Pleasant. It's the second half of the semester. I'm ready to finish strong. But 5, 6 days in Florida was enough for me. I'm happy to be back, happy to get back in my groove, meal prep, lifting. But that's something I wanted to share while I was on vacation. Um, I think the second day I got extremely burnt at Clearwater. I was probably the worst I've never burnt. It's probably the worst I've ever been burnt. I peeled, I blistered, the whole 9 yards. But I did not let the burn affect me from reaching my goals. I still made it to the gym, still did my cardio. Um, but I admit I still was a little salty. You know, Nobody wants to go to the gym with blisters on their forehead. Um, but anyways, the point I'm getting to is after the gym, we had to run to Walmart to get some groceries. I wanted to grab a few protein bars. Um, I was still kind of in a salty mood, but I remember I was getting some turkey burger, and an African American gentleman walked by, and he said, "Damn, where are you from?" I said, "Excuse me?" He said, "You big as hell." And I said, "Well, I appreciate it, man. I try." He said, I had my jacket on from competing last year. It said Team Alpine. He said, "Where's Team Alpine at?" I said, "Well, I'm from Michigan. Just down here visiting my grandparents for the week." And he said, "That's sweet, man. What gym you work at down here?" And I said, "I've worked out at Retroflex around the corner, which is a solid gym, by the way. Absolutely loved it. Huge bodybuilding gym." And he started to tear up a little bit, and I was like, "You all right, man?" And he's like, "Nah, man, I just had a bad work shift. I just needed to talk to somebody." And I'm like, "No problem, man. What's your story? You've been here all your life." And he told me he moved down here with his mom from Brooklyn, New York. I'm not gonna get into his whole life story, but one of the things that hit me after having a conversation with this gentleman was he told me to always go with what you believe in your gut instinct. And I'm like, back in my head, I'm thinking, yeah, I know, I usually do that naturally. But he's like, "No, listen to me." He said he lost both his jobs in New York City in 2011. He was working in the World Trade Center. And as soon as he said that, I was like, wow, this guy has something to tell me. He was working on the 19th floor, so luckily he was able to get out. But I do remember he told me his brother or his friend George worked on the 92nd floor for the JFK something. And he told me, George told him, as soon as that first airplane hit, the whole place shook. And George told him that they made an announcement. Everybody needs to remain calm. Everything was okay. Everybody stay in their offices. But George, his gut instinct was, no, I have to get out of here. I have to get back to my family. I don't know what's going on. This isn't normal. Long story short, George went with his gut instinct. He decided to go down all 92 floors in the staircase and made it out. And I'm like, well, that's good, right? But he's like, no. Everybody in George's floor died. And I was like, wow, that's like, I don't know, it just gave me the shivers right away. And he's like, no, man, take this from me. You want to travel, travel. You want to do new jobs, you go do a new job somewhere where you want to. He's like, don't ever feel like you're stuck or you hit a plateau. As soon as you feel that, you need to move on, man. And I'm like, hey, you're right, dude. You are absolutely right. You know, whether this dude is working in the meat department at Walmart, it doesn't matter. This dude was dropping some knowledge to me. You know, it was a lot to take in. But he was also thanked me for, you know, taking the 10 minutes to talk to this dude, as, you know, he had a bad he had a bad day, he had a bad shift, and he didn't want to go home and talk to his mom, so he decided to talk to me, and he thanked me for that, and he's like, you know, I could tell you were a little angry, you know, you're sunburned, but he's like, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you for talking to me, and I don't know, it just really hit home to me, because even though, you know, I was upset, I was salty, I don't know, I just was not in a good mood either. You know, as soon as this gentleman started talking to me, you know, it really, I don't know, it put me in a good mood. You know, I absolutely love helping people. I love inspiring. I love, you know, trying to be motivational. You know, I'm not, you know, I'm no near Eric Thomas, but, you know, if I can impact, you know, 1 or 2 lives a week, great. That's what I'm after. That's when I want to start growing. It's crazy because I actually had this Lakai bracelet on, and he knew what that I was talking about. And he's like, man, you seem like a stupid bracelet, but I like that. And I'm like, you're exactly right. You know, for those that don't know what it is, look it up. It's got the mud from the Dead Sea in there, and then water from the North Pole, which basically represents the high and low points in your life, which, you know, if we didn't have the lows in life, we wouldn't have the highs. So vice versa. It's part of life. I don't know. I'm just excited for a new week. I'm excited to get back in the routine of things. Excited to see the people I haven't seen in a week. But don't be afraid to do things, guys. Talk to that girl. Talk to that guy. You know, ask questions in class. You know, if you're afraid to answer questions or ask questions in front of people, because, you know, you're the one that's going to stand out. And another thing I want to add, guys, is find something or someone that motivates you. You know, whether it is reading a book, listening to a podcast or an audio tape, or watching a YouTube video in the morning of a motivational speaker. Find something and spend 15 minutes a day devoted to personal development. You know, I've been doing a lot of podcasts, listening to podcasts, and I'm hoping to start my own soon. But I have people that inspire me every day. You know, whether it's somebody big like Eric Thomas on YouTube or Spotify. I also have friends that inspire me, guys. I have, you know, Logan Volmar. You post some deep stuff, man, on Instagram, and I appreciate that. You know, whether I talk to you on a daily basis or even a monthly basis, you inspire me, man. I love what you do. You know, Brad Cortez, you know, guys, look these guys up on social media. They're awesome. You know, Brad's just opening a new gym. Dude's just phenomenal. He has some great knowledge too, if you ever get to talk to him. But find somebody or something that motivates you and just devote time to it. Trust me, you're going to be a happier person in life. I appreciate all you guys, and I hope you have a great Tuesday. Don't forget to the gym.